Hi guys, so I haven't been on here forever and there's been a lot of reasons why. We moved, so we moved across town. We've been working on our new property. We moved from an HOA subdivision to a 3-acre piece of land, and we've been installing fencing, landscaping. Oh my gosh, so many things have gone on. So I wanted to kind of give everyone an update about what's been going on, and I know I'm going to forget things and not include everything that I want to say and I've thought that I need to say in videos, but I really have not had any like alone time to make a video without my kids. And so basically at my 3-month post-op appointment, I talked with the nurse practitioner at my surgeon's office, and here's my doggy. So anyway, he said that I can no longer lift over 30 pounds ever again for the rest of my life. So like the more that I do it, the quicker I'll be back into surgery to have more levels done, because I'll wear out the adjacent discs above and below quicker, and so that's not a good thing. However, my son weighs over 30 pounds and I can't not pick him up. He's a baby, so he's not even 2 years old yet. So I do lift him all the time. Not only that, but like I think, okay, so at my 3-month appointment, I felt really good. He said I didn't have to wear the neck collar anymore. My scar is doing really well. So when I go like that, it's got like a new crease. So that's kind of weird. But anyway. So I was doing really well. I felt really good, like almost pain-free. And then I started, once I got the okay to take off the neck collar, I started scooping this landscaping rock. I don't know if you can see it because I'm just using my cell phone. Anyway, I started scooping it and shoveling it because my husband works a lot and we can't afford to pay somebody to do it. So I just really wanted to get it done. I didn't think that I was lifting, scooping 30-pound loads or anything like that. Maybe 10 at a time, but I think I just did a lot. And I was working out here doing this for like 6 hours a day, for a couple days in a row, and then I'd take a break, and then I'd go back and do it again for like another 3-4 hours, something like that. And basically, like, I am 4 months post-op now, and I haven't done any kind of scooping or anything like that in a couple weeks, and I am really sore. Like, I just feel like I'm extremely sore. I don't have any like weakness in my arm, no tingling in my fingers that's like anything major. Like, I always have some minor like numbness in my pinky and stuff, but like I don't feel anything major. My thumbs do still tremor. My hands still have a slight tremor, but they did say that it's going to take about 18 months for the nerves to like totally regenerate and stuff like that. So we'll just see how much they actually do regenerate, because they won't necessarily like fix themselves 100%. Let's see. So I'm really sore and I'm feeling a lot of like crunchies in my neck that I didn't feel before. So I had to just stop, and I haven't done anything for a while. But as you can see in my driveway, like on the side, I have put the landscaping in. My husband dug all the holes. I like wouldn't do any of that stuff. And the sun is coming up, so it's bright outside, and I can't find my sunglasses. They're prescription, and I cannot find them anywhere. So I'm like squinting my eyes some. Also, I need to take a shower because it's early in the morning. What else? So this is my new view, and I'm just really loving it. We've had so much stuff going on though, like had our fence built, we had a water purification system put in by the well, Oh gosh, what else? Mostly the landscaping that's been kicking my butt. So like I went to the nursery and I bought a whole bunch of plants and stuff that I liked, and there was no landscaping at this house when we moved in, so we just kind of had to make it. A house doesn't feel like a home to me until I have the landscaping done around the house. Um, so yeah, so I've kind of shot myself in the foot. As far as this goes, I'm definitely sore. I noticed, this is one thing I do want to talk about, is like I never knew that after anesthesia your hair could fall out. Like, and I don't know, I've only looked at it on Google and it says like it's normal for your hair to start falling out like 3 to 6 weeks after surgery and persist for like 6 months. I don't even know. I don't really know. And to be honest, like I haven't talked to any doctors about it because I had 3 doctors at my practice. I had my primary care doctor who I think she moved away. So she was amazing. She was like my number one go-to if I had anything weird like this, and I only had her for about 1.5 years, maybe 2 years, and I was so blessed to have her when I did, and now she's gone, and I was really sad. So then I switched to another doctor in her practice, and then found out that he was also moving. And then I had the 3rd nurse practitioner that I was going to see in the same practice, and found out that she's quitting as well. So I think she's already gone. So that was really sad. I have no primary care doctor now, and so I have no one to talk to about this, and it's really frustrating. I'm kind of discouraged and hesitant to find a new doctor now because I feel like they're just all like leaving. So anyways, I do see my neurologist in about 3 weeks, and I'm not going to talk to him about it, but look at my hair. Like, it is so thin. It is so thin. I ordered some head wraps. In the shower, I'm like pulling out literal handfuls of hair. Like, it looks like, I don't know, like I'm doing chemo or something. It's bad. It's real bad. And I have had my thyroid checked and all those things, and everything is normal. So like my blood, my vitamins, everything is normal. My biotin, everything is normal. So it's got to be from the surgery. Now, I was already losing hair because after I had my son, when I was pregnant, I was losing my hair because of the baby, but it had started to grow back because he was a little over 1 when I decided to go in and finally do the surgery. And so yeah, so this is kind of new again. It has started to grow back, and I started to feel like more confident, and I wasn't losing it as much. It was just kind of normal hair loss. And now in the shower, I am just pulling out so much hair, and it is to the point where I just feel partially bald, and that's kind of hard for a woman. So yeah, that's what I'm dealing with. And Google says, because I Googled, like, you know, I'm not a Google like medical believer or anything like that, but it is pretty consistent what I found that says, yes, surgery, like major surgery, can cause stress on the body that causes hair loss, like kind of major hair loss, and that it should be temporary. So I do have that hope, is that it said should be temporary, and I sure wish I had a doctor to call to verify this information, or just, you know, make an appointment and go in and see one. I'm really sad about it, and I don't know who to go to. So I sure wish that I could like ask for opinions, but everything is so far away. Now we kind of live in the country, so I don't know. I don't know yet. I'm kind of overwhelmed with the amount of things that we have to do on our plate. We had some land cleared. We had to prune the trees, and I was doing that a lot. Like, I was when we first had the land cleared, I was outside like pulling vines off the trees and pruning them, and then my husband went, I won't put any kind of like backpack or anything like that on me because my shoulders and like neck areas, like going down my trapezius, are like really sore and kind of still like numbish feeling, which it's not like as bad as it was before surgery, but it's still, and I almost feel like it got better and then it got worse again. So I don't know. I really don't know. But you know, I was told before I had surgery that the goal of surgery from the surgeon's perspective was to stabilize my neck, so that in case I got in a car accident or a fall or something like that, you know, it wouldn't automatically paralyze me from the neck down for life. So I know that the goal is stabilization and not pain relief per se. But I did definitely feel better about a month ago before I started doing all these major projects, and I'm just praying, and before I took off my neck brace. So I'm kind of wondering if that may have something to do with it too, like maybe just moving my head, because I am allowed to move my head. If that has anything to do with like with like the new stretching of the muscles, because I've been in the neck collar for so long that maybe just stretching the muscles is contributing to the soreness. I don't really know. So what was I gonna say? Yeah, so when you have your neck in a neck collar for 3 months, it's like you're not moving it, so everything's getting stiff, and then when you take it off, you start moving your head. And I was told not to do any kind of stretches or anything like that for at least 6 months after surgery. And what else? Trying to think, what else did he say? I know I'm gonna forget stuff. I just know I'm gonna forget stuff. So yeah, so I can't like fully, I have lost some range of motion. Like the surgeon said I won't really notice that much range of motion, and yeah, it's not that bad, but there is some decreased range of motion, and I thought that that would improve when I started, you know, being able to turn my head and like stretch the muscles out and stuff. But I'm starting to think that it is related to the fusion. So yeah, so I have like a messed up neck going all the way up. So I'm definitely going to have more fusions done over time eventually anyways. I am glad that I had the OPLL carved out. So that was one thing. It's the ossified posterior longitudinal ligament that had stretched out at some point in my life. I believe it was during the car accident I had when I was 19, so like 20 years ago, over 20 years ago now. And then when it tried to repair itself, it turned to bone and grew and started pressing into my spinal cord. So that had to, the discs, so I was going to a chiropractor, and he herniated 2 discs in my neck during a neck crack. And after that, like, so those discs had to come out, but the main problem was that ligament that was growing into my spinal cord had to be carved out. So he did get that. Thankfully, he carved that out, the surgeon. And so I have strength back in my arm. I feel like I can actually use my arm. And I think that's another thing that kind of like threw me into this whole like mental thing of I can do my landscaping now, because I feel strength that I haven't felt in so many years, that it just feels really, really good to use my arm and use my muscles. I can flex. Before I couldn't even flex, and it just happened so gradually and over a long period of time that I just contributed it to getting older and age, and I just thought, wow, I'm getting weaker. Like, I don't know what's going on, but I'm getting weaker for sure. And it was kind of hard to diagnose, because when the doctors would ask me like to do things like flex or when they would check my muscles and my reflexes and stuff, like I just felt like everything was just normal. And so I would tell them, oh, it's normal. Yeah, I can lift this and that. But actually it was decreasing over time. And so yeah, so that was very, I guess, subjective, because objectively I was losing my muscle function, and it was because of the communication interruption. The signal was being interrupted by that ligament that had turned to bone that was growing into my spinal cord. So like the signal between my brain and my spinal cord to go down the rest of my arm. And so that signal was everything to my muscle. And so that's how I was losing it. Anyway, I just got up in the morning. I had my 2 cups of coffee, and I need to get back in the house. My husband's watching the baby, and I'm not sure what we're going to do today. I need to go check the plants, make sure they don't need water. But anyway, it's getting really bright out here, and my eyes are starting to hurt. So you can see I'm like squinting through most of the video. But we're going to get goats. We're going to get a horse eventually. And so we just have so many cool things going on. And I'm really excited about it. And I kind of feel like this whole like thing has just sort of changed my perception on life, how I want to live life. I don't want to be pressured anymore to do things that that other people put on me, because I have a really hard time. Like I don't have the capacity to tell people like I'm overwhelmed, I can't do what you're asking me to do. I get overwhelmed easy. I want peace. I want to live with peace. And so this whole move has been so nice, and I just want to be able to enjoy life. So that's the goal of this move and new adventure that we have here. Our neighbors, they raise cattle for their own meat, and we will raise goats for milk and cheese. And we already have chickens, so we have our own eggs. And with this economy, the way things are going, like I really wish that goat milk was easier to make butter with, but I've heard it's really difficult because of the texture of it, or just the way it is. It's different from cow's milk, so it's harder to make butter with it. But boy, that would save me a lot of money if I could do that. So a garden, maybe one day. Not right now. We have so much to do still. We have to bring in about 4 truckloads of dirt to fill in some of the low spots in our front yard, where we will put the horse to graze. And what else? So the cats are like, we have 1 cat, and then we have a kitten in the house that won't go outside until she is spayed, which she gets spayed at the end of the month. So our cats are getting along well with the chickens. Our dog is getting along well with the cats and the chickens, and everything is working out. Everybody's playing nice. We're reading lots of books on how to raise farm animals, basically. And yeah, so if you have any questions, let me know. I'd love to make other videos to answer questions. And I guess that's about it. I really should check the emails more often than I do, which I don't check them very often, and I'm so sorry. And I know my goal was to check them more often and to post more videos and stuff like that, but I've just been like in a lot of pain these last few weeks, and my intent has been to make videos, and I haven't had any free time between working and my husband working and then me watching the baby. Like the baby's really hard. He needs a lot of attention, and he just prevents me from being able to focus and sit down and make a video. He doesn't play by himself very well, unless he's doing something like where he's really intensely focused on, like he likes to try to plug my phone in and out of the phone charger, not into the wall socket, but like the actual like input thing, the phone that goes into the actual phone. And he's gotten a little, like, we let him use like our Alexa, our cheap little old Alexa, to put the plug in and out of that thing. He loves wires, cords, stuff like that. So they're coming out to get me now, so I better let you go. But I hope you all have a good day, and I hope to talk to you guys soon. So thanks for watching.